You thought I choked. Dougie Barnard here. Welcome to another video. In today's video, I'm playing 2 balls on every hole. 1 ball I'm playing with a draw or an intended draw on every shot. And then with the other player, I'm gonna play a fade. We're gonna test out the draw versus fade. This is inspired by Andrew Jensen. So we got a black hat here for the draw player. This is draw Doug. And we got a white hat here just to make it easier for you watching. This is fade Dougie. Let's test it out, draw versus fade, right now. We are out at the beautiful Chateau Elan. I made a course vlog on the front 9. We are now on the back 9. So beautiful Chateau Elan. We're playing from the back tees, which are the silver tees. This is a pretty short par 4 here. So we have a 3-wood in hand. We're gonna try to play a cut and then a draw, and we're gonna test out which one is better. Short preface here as well. My natural ball flight has always been a draw. Lately, I've changed my swing a little bit to try to play a fade. So I think the draw player has the advantage. I played a draw for my entire golfing career. The cut player is gonna have a little bit of a challenge here because I don't hit as many cuts. This course is usually in incredible condition. I played here not too long ago. It was great. Unfortunately, they just aerated the greens. So that's an X factor here. Putting will kind of be just difficult, flat out difficult. I also left my putter at home. So I do some indoor putting at home and I just happened to not put it in the bag. So we are putting, you were hitting a bladed iron for all of our putts on aerated greens. So I think putting is kind of a non-factor. This is just a test of ball flight off the tee and approaching greens. So this is where fade Dougie ended up. Not a bad spot at all, about 150 yards on the right side. I hit a fade. Draw Doug is way down there and got more roll. And this hole actually has more forgiveness on the left side. So advantage draw Doug. So this is where fade Dougie ended up. Just flew it right over the pin, but it was a little downwind and it was in the rough, maybe a fly or lie. We got draw Doug, played it out to the right, didn't draw too much. He's over there, advantage draw Doug. So what did we learn from the first hole? Well, tee shots were fine both ways. Approach shots were fine both ways. I think I got a little bit unlucky because I went first with the fade player. And so I saw that there was a lot of wind behind me. Couldn't really feel it until the ball got up there. So a little unlucky there. The fade shot was actually right at the pin. So a little bit unlucky there. And then, you know, the chipping and putting with aerated greens and no putter is a little bit difficult. So after 1 hole, it is tied bogey, you know, 1 over par for fade Dougie and draw Doug. We are coming to our second hole. It says about 194. We have a little bit of breeze into us. And look at this hole right here. Right over water. Beautiful, beautiful looking hole. I think we have a slight breeze into us, so I hope it's not a strong breeze or else we could get wet here. But what I'm thinking is for draw Doug, I'm gonna go 6 iron and just try to draw it. For fade Dougie, I think I'm gonna go 5 iron and try to cut it there. I'd also give advantage to fade Dougie here just because the water kind of goes more on the right side of the green. So if I were to miss left, if I try to fade it and it doesn't cut, I'm fine. If I try to draw it and it doesn't draw, we're swimming. Okay, so draw dug, left side of the green, nice high roping draw. The wind was also coming off of the right. So there's draw dug, and then fade Dougie over here. Unfortunately, it just didn't start on my, start line there. I'd never really started left of the flag and had a little bit of left to right. But look, I mean, both are about pin high. I used 2 different clubs, and now let's see if we can get this one up and down for fade Dougie to get a par. Big putt here for Dougie to try to salvage a par, put a little bit of pressure on Doug. Look, I mean, the door's wide open. If Dougie wants to just get tight and choke on some putts, hey, I'm here for it. I'm gonna take advantage here, get a nice little par here, get a 1-up lead. What an idiot! Oh, what an idiot! Got a little cocky there and then just pulled the putt so far left, man. I mean, that was just, oh my God, you thought I choked. Shut up, dude. We're tied. It's on, man. It's on. You're going, shut up, dude. So after 2 holes, we have a tie at +2. Doug's got a little bit of a temper and also talks some smack. I'm not sure he can back it up. Dougie seems to be a little bit more level-headed, kind of just emotionally, doesn't really get fazed by things. I think that might be an advantage. We have 2 holes left. We are now on our 3rd hole, 2 more holes to go here in the match. This is a par 5. It's playing 566 yards from the tips into the wind. This is gonna test both players. So this is where Doug ended up. He's got about 300 yards in. We're right into the wind here. This hole's playing long, and the draw kind of ended up going almost sideways. So a little bit of disadvantage here for Doug. He's just gonna lay it up. There's water right of the green. We're about 280 into the wind, but Dougie's gonna go for it. No point in laying up here. This is our 2nd to last hole. See if Dougie can get an advantage. That was smoke. That was just smoke. After a smart layup, Doug's got about 110 yards here from the rough. Got a pretty good look here. See if he can cook up a smooth little wedge draw. Stick one tight. So here's the situation, right? Dougie about 280, just hits an absolute bullet. A little bit of a stinger fade. It was heading a few yards to the right of the pin with maybe a 2-yard fade on it. There's a water hazard to the right of the green. Did Dougie stay up or not? You better believe it. There's his ball right there, okay? check that out right there. Dougie stayed up, went for it. Now it paid off. So good thing I only faded it about 3 yards. If I'd faded it any more, we'd be in the hazard. But we're up and we're lying 2. So an opportunity to get up and down for birdie here. Big advantage, Dougie. This is where Doug ended up there. Honestly, I thought it was gonna be all over the pin. Might have been a little flyer lie, a little downwind. Sand wedge flew right over the pin, and now Doug's got to scramble here. Up and down is needed for a par. This will be tough. And it is all coming down to this hole. Dougie has a 1-stroke advantage after the par. We got a tough par 4 finisher here. So fortunately, Doug made it through the trees, but he's in the rough here, and Dougie is just way down there. Bombed it. So advantage Dougie here. Uphill, tough shot. Wind is swirling. I'm in the rough. This is just a hard hole. I mean, what a drive from Dougie here. He has about 95 yards, but is uphill, playing maybe like 100. See if he can close the door. Walking up to the green here, classy play from Dougie. Positioned himself for, you know, most likely a par here, but anything can happen because these greens are craters, so you never know what's going to happen there. Doug is short of the bunker. I mean, something magical has to happen here with a 1-stroke deficit for Doug to come out with a tie or victory. A 2-putt here would secure Dougie the victory. And all of a sudden, the door is wide open for Doug. This putt now is for Dougie to win. Huge putt, huge putt. In a wild turn of events that no one saw coming, including Doug, somehow Doug tied the match. Got up and down and an unlikely 3-putt from Dougie there. Typically, I'd like to say, let's go to a playoff hole. Unfortunately, that's not in the cards today. It's just not possible. So we're gonna call it in a tie there. Hope you enjoyed seeing Dougie versus Doug, a little match, the fade versus draw player. And it was just fun for me to try different shots, work on shot shapes. And I realized that since I've been changing my swing to hit a fade, I've lost a little bit of my natural draw. Some of Doug's shots kind of just got left out to the right and we're drawing back. But the fade's starting to click. So hope you enjoyed this one. Thanks for watching. Dougie here, signing out. See you next time.